Blessed be God forever. That's a prayer that you and I have, probably said hundreds, if not thousands of times at Mass. And yet yesterday, I heard it anew, if you will, in a different way. Right over where Father Bobby is, not far from there, maybe where Kevin was, there was a little girl sitting with her mom and her grandfather. And she caught some of our attention as she heard our prayer responses and then would repeat what she had been taught and also heard us say. The little girl's sincerity of faith, her desire to join in the celebration of the Mass, came through in those four powerful words: blessed be God forever. Today, as I mentioned at the beginning of the Mass, we celebrate a memorial called Our Lady of Loreto. It recalls the home of our Blessed Mother, and the name of the memorial comes from its current location in Loreto, Italy. I don't know if anyone here has ever been there, but it looks like it's along the coast, a beautiful place to visit. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. As we know, Mary was not born and raised in Italy, right? But tradition tells us that her home was transported to Italy by supernatural means. This small stone home has attracted countless pilgrims for centuries, and it is a reminder that our Blessed Mother, though conceived without original sin and full of grace, was like us, and that she grew up in a home. That means our Blessed Mother understands what it takes to take care of a home, as well as the importance of the family members who live in our homes. Our Blessed Mother understands the everyday family life that we live, the things that make us smile and the things that make us shake our heads. I'd like to propose a couple of reflection questions. What's going on in your home? What's going on with your family this Advent? Whether you live under one roof or spread apart, what's working and what isn't? And is there anyone who is like that lost sheep in your family? Or maybe you can see him drifting away. The prophet Isaiah speaks to each of us in God's word. He calls us to help us to remember to remove the obstacles in our relationships with God and with one another through prayer, through acts of charity, and through reconciliation. I think it's so easy at this time of year to forget these important actions that we're called to do, the busyness and our own challenges. But we are each called to be like John the Baptist, preparing the way of the Lord, that we have the ability, through God's grace, to help our loved ones in many ways. My brothers and sisters, we all come to this Mass with different things going on in our families. As I said, whether we're under one roof or spread out across the country. But we can find hope in knowing that God seeks us or our family members out when we're drifting and when we're lost, and that when He finds us, He rejoices. That's another reason to be like the little girl, our sister in faith, and to be able to say today, blessed be God forever.